Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Grain Gauntlet. We've got lots of questions this week. Obviously, with the war going on with Iran, it's causing a spike in oil prices, which leading to big spikes with grain markets. I've got Patrick Hayes here, owner of Hedge Plus, ready to answer some questions.
Oh, yeah, it's been crazy. This will be a nice little break.
All right, sounds good. First question, how high up can this war drive corn prices?
If I knew that, I'd be in Hawaii making $1 billion. And I would never talk to anybody else in the world about marketing again. Unfortunately, I don't know that because, it's unknown how long the war is going to last. Is Israel going to keep attacking oil fields? What's going to exactly happen and how the market's going to react to it. Heck, today we're up a lot and now we're down. It's going to be volatile. That's the one thing I can tell you. It will be volatile and we need to be prepared. And how you prepare for volatility is you put hedges in place to secure the higher price and leave the top side open. The strategy you can do that with. In fact, we got one right now that has less than a 5-cent risk for corn.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's definitely worth doing something. We don't know how long these prices are going to stay up there. It's been up and down. We started out way up this morning and oil has fallen down and now we've got the grain markets down as well. So it's definitely something worth protecting.
For sure.
All right. Next question. Does the March supply and demand report tomorrow trump what's going on with Iran and oil?
I like that play on words, Trump. Get it? No. In fact, it's going to be a non-report. Shouldn't even have an effect. The war's way more influential than the USDA report tomorrow. And I don't expect any changes. We have the acres report, planting intention report at the end of the month. That will be a biggie. This one is a Dullsburg. So
yeah,
stupid.
It's usually, not usually a very important report with the March planting intentions at the end of the month. Maybe if they do anything, maybe they'll adjust some numbers to South America. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of adjustment. I really don't. I see it maybe potentially adjustment at the end of the month with more corn acres being planted with this higher price. If it holds up, we'll see. That'll be the one that will be fun. Okay.
Yeah. Third question, without knowing how long this war lasts and how long it will drive grains higher, what should I do to market the crop?
Biggest thing is we made our first sale recently in new crop corn, beans. We also made our first sale. We are pretty sold ahead in both of the crops, but to take advantage of the upper move by making some sales is very important. We've done that already. And right now what we're doing is we're adding a very low risk hedge position in corn. Something that leaves the top mostly open. So varieties like crazy, you can sell more cash at a higher price, but something that gives you 30 or 40 cents to down move as protection. That makes the most sense in a volatile, crazy market. Keep the downside protected, leave the top side open.
Okay, good. Do you think this war angers China, kills the current trade deal, and stops them from buying soybeans?
Yeah, I don't know what corn's going to do. I definitely don't know what Z's going to do in China. But there's real risk here. I mean, we're destroying all the crude that China can buy cheap, right? We took over Venezuela. We're bombing the heck out of Iran. That's 15% of China's cheap crude. I say cheap because it's way under market value. If they have to start buying crude at a normal price, their economy is going to suffer because they're paying more for energy. And now with energy prices going up everywhere, wow, this could really hurt China's economy. And they could say, Trump, enough's enough. We're not going to buy grains from you when you keep destroying our economy by raising crude prices by attacking countries. That could happen. But again, nobody knows what X's going to do. We don't know how much China needs us. We know it's a lot, but how desperate are they right now? So something to be very watchful for. I know you watch that in particular for us, and we pay a lot of attention to what's happening with China and the U.S. yes, be ready for China to retaliate if they deem it best in their interests.
Yeah, exactly. You and I talked about this last week. This is a situation with what's going on in Iran that probably actually, if everything shakes out, will leave the U.S. with even more leverage over China. But it's also, no doubt, creating the division. You've got China supplying some of these drones that Iran's using, and you just wonder how they can meet in China at the end of the month and just act like everything's fine. So there's that risk. It's definitely a raised risk, and it's worth doing something to protect the prices where they're at, because yeah, things can change in a dime when it comes to these types of things.
Yeah, there's just a lot of risk in the market, and that's why if you can do something to protect the price level while leaving the top mostly open, that's the smartest thing to do in my book.
Okay. Finally, a question from a prospect: should I sell old crop corn now, even with basis getting wider?
You can sell old crop corn at HTA, leaving bases open, so when the market does fall back down, the bases will more than likely tighten and you get a better overall cash price. We're not making a price sale today, but if this thing goes 20, 30 cents higher, you can bet I'll be sold out of old crop and probably pretty close to 50% sold on new crop. But right now we're holding off, but if you are going to sell, do it HTA, don't lock in basis.
Okay, good. All right. Well, thanks for the questions, everybody. Thank you for answering them, Patrick. Anyone has any questions they want to have heard next week, go ahead, email it to adminstaff@hedge-plus.com. Aside from that, we're going to get back to watching these markets hopefully continue to rally.
Yeah, it's crazy right now, but it's a good crazy.
Right. Nice to
Have
see
a
it
great
go
week.
in the positive direction for once. Yeah.
Yeah, it's finally.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.